that you can tell everyone was loved by Charles Dickens and Queen Victoria. How often do we get to say that something has been around long enough to be beloved by those from the 1700s, the 1800s, and beyond? The recipe for the toffee in Everton Toffee dates back to 1753. They have been making toffee for over 270 years, and now they have combined their true toffee tradition with the salty snap of a pretzel for a perfectly balanced bite. And we are kicking off our show with one of the best sale prices throughout these 2 hours. $16.98 will bring home 5 of these bags. You will receive all 5, and you decide what flavors would you like to go with. So you can either get the original option, all 5 in that original recipe. You can go all 5 cashew, all 5 pecan, or all 5 in the combo option, which we'll show you right here. That combo brings you 3 original and then 1 cashew and 1 pecan. This works out to $3.40 per bag. It's over 1 pound of butter toffee pretzels for an amazing price. Remember, use that phone number here on QVC2 to place your order, 800-500-7590. Serena Scanzillo is here to tell us more about Everton Toffee, this wonderful tradition. Serena, it's so good to have you here.
So good to see you, and thanks for saying all that nice stuff about us.
I mean, I love Everton Toffee, and
Right.
I'm so appreciative when a company has so much history behind it, because you just don't have to think. You just know, okay, it's been around for 270 years. It must be good.
Yeah, that's such a good point. And you were saying 270 years, we were adored by Charles Dickens and Queen Victoria. But the coolest part about this story really is where we originated from, and that's Everton, England. And our founder, Molly Bushell, put us on the map, put Everton, England on the map. And if you go to Everton, England right now, there's actually a toffee lady who hands out pieces of toffee to everybody in the streets and at the European football games.
No way.
So it really put Everton on the map, and now we're able to enjoy it all these years later. But really, it's because of the flavor, and it's because of the process that we've been able to preserve all of this time. And a lot of brands talk about time-honored recipes and passed down generation to generation, but there's something really special about this because it's part of history, I think.
I mean, look at this. That
the way
delicious toffee. And that truly, Serena, it comes down to the process that the toffee goes through in these small batches and these kettle cooked situations.
Yes. Yep. So open our copper kettles. It's that low and slow. All that butter is melting, like it's just glistening. Like I would love to call it liquid gold there. You're seeing there's the pecan, there's pieces of pecans, which we can talk all about with the flavors, but it's all just so beautifully blended, Rachel. And then you get that salty snap of the pretzel. So you get like a really beautiful balance with every bite. And it's just something to have as like a quick grab and go. It's the perfect summertime snack to kind of like regulate your blood sugar, if you're out there sweating in the sun and you just want a little something at the pool or at the camp. Like it's just the perfect snack, and it's incredibly versatile. So if we could talk about flavors, I think that's the coolest, or the next place to go.
Absolutely. That saltiness, that sweetness, that crisp and crunch, you truly get that tradition of toffee mixed with the wonderful saltiness of that pretzel. And then a bit of those nuts in there if you go with the cashew or the pecan. So just a reminder, you go with 5 bags. This is 1 bag. You get 5 of them. We're showing 3 right here. You would get 2 more for this price that you're seeing. You go all 5 in the original, all 5 in the cashew, or all 5 in the pecan, or go with a combo, which will give you 3 original, 1 cashew, and 1 pecan. So Serena, yes, let's dive in. And talk about those flavors. Do you want to start with the original?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm literally
Oh, did we lose Serena? Okay, no problem. So that original is basically going to be that original toffee, that time-honored tradition and recipe coated onto the pretzels. Then if you want to go with the cashew or with the toasted pecan, that just gives you these little bits of those nuts that are in there. It adds such a great extra little crunch to you. Whichever option you go with, you are looking at over 1 pound of butter toffee pretzels. They are truly crave worthy as a snack. You know, when you just need a little something, you need a little handful of a little bit of sweetness. We have had already over 200 picked up. I don't blame you. The combo has been the most popular here, but the other 3 options also very, very popular. And this is something that you don't always see on a sale price. 5 bags. It works out to $3.40 per bag. Quite a bit in this bag. You've got multiple servings, and you can have them reclosed as well. So really easy to just grab a couple, close them, throw them on the go, take these camping, take these for the kids in the car. Either way, you get that butter toffee flavor. If you have never had butter toffee, it is a melty, gorgeous sweetness, but that wonderful smoothness of butter in there as well. I think Serena is back with us, so we'll dive in and talk a bit more about those flavors. Welcome back, Serena.
I was here the whole time. So that original, like I was saying, like when you were talking, I was just smelling it because it's so aromatic. And when you open these bags, which are resealable, you're going to just immediately just get that very like artisan gourmet vibe from this, okay? So it's incredibly versatile. The mouth-watering original flavor is incredibly decadent, and it's not too salty, not too sweet, but it's really the emphasis on that butter toffee, that smooth butter, and a little bit of sugar, a little brown sugar in there. And this is incredibly versatile. So if you haven't tried Everton, this is a great way to start because you can use this in little ice cream sandwiches. You can chop it up really, really fine and make no-bake crusts. You can have them in your smoothies. You can have them in your shakes. There's just a lot to do with the original. And then I always say it's that salty snap. It's what we all grew up with pretzels. It's an iconic snack. So the salt is just enough to mix and balance with that sweetness that the toffee brings. So it's just a really great kind of introduction to Everton Toffee is that original.
I mean, look how much toffee you get. This is not just coated. Every little nook and cranny is coated in that toffee. This one that I'm holding up in front of you is that toasted pecan, and you can see that little bit of pecan that's just trapped in the middle of that little pretzel window.
So good, right? So pecan has been a very popular flavor, which is why we're almost on with it all the time whenever I'm presenting here. So the coolest part about this is we're actually toasting the pecan. So if you think about toasting and what's the difference between toasting and roasting, like roasting is going to be a little bit more like a longer process, where the toasting is going to be that quick kind of like flash, like that flash in the pan type energy. And then just going to give you that roasted or like that toasted nuttiness that the pecan, like all of those beautiful nutty flavors are going to come through now, and then we're coating it in the butter toffee, and then we're coating the pretzel, and then we're actually hand rolling them in the pieces of pecan. So
that's amazing.
It's kind of like a second part of the process.
Yes,
and it's really, really special, and it just goes to show like how detail oriented we are in combining these flavors. We want to make it just a really fantastic kind of vacation in your mouth. Everything's just like a buttery, blissful eating experience. And with the pecan, you get that roasted nuttiness or that toasted nuttiness that's just really different.
I can't believe this sale price. You're saving off of the original QVC price, which already was phenomenal. Now for 5 bags, 4 ounces each, for $16.98, you really can't beat it. Think about when you just go into the grocery store, how many snacks can you grab that are this size of a bag that are going to be $3 and change for that bag, especially when it has a tradition behind it like Everton Toffee. You really can't find it anywhere else. I'm so excited that we can start off our show with this offer. Now, from toasted pecan, let's go to the roasted cashew, Serena.
Yes. So this is something that's really different because, if you're a foodie like myself, if you blended cashews before to make desserts and things, which I've done a lot during the Thanksgiving holiday, it comes out in this very creamy texture. It's like very creamy and smooth. So now we're taking that creamy, smooth roasted cashew flavor, and now we're combining it with the creaminess and the butteriness of that melted butter toffee. And we're hand rolling it in the pieces of cashews. Then you have the salty snap of the pretzel. This is such a brilliant combination. You get something that is so unique, so gourmet with the cashew, this is actually one of my personal favorite nut varietals out of all of the
Yes.
ones, because we do almond, we do pecan, we have the vanilla, of course. But this is something really creamy and smooth. And for me, I love that texture in my mouth. Like it's kind of like almost like a candy in your mouth. Like
Yes.
you could suck on it a little
Yep.
bit, you know? And so then there's again all of these cool ways you can use it. You can pair it with like goat cheese and put it next to your dried fruits on your charcuterie. It elevates, it instantly elevates when you start serving these, and have them pack them up. Like this price you're saying is awesome. Like this is a great time to like just get it together for the fall, like get all your pantry
Yes.
items together that you want for hosting and things like that. It's something really unique, and I just love using it in all these different ways because of all of these different flavors. It's a really
It's so
fun,
true.
special thing.
They're very versatile. You absolutely just put them out in a little bowl, and your guests
Yeah.
or your family are going to think that you really went above and beyond for them and brought them something truly special.
Yeah.
But like you said, chop them up, put them on ice cream, put them on top of brownies, right? There are so many different ways that you
Yum.
can use these. And for me, Serena, if I can get salty and sweet, I'm a happy camper, and that's what
Oh
we
my
get from
gosh.
these. It's delicious.
It's so good. And I'm definitely a vanilla ice cream gal. So I love that smooth, cold texture of just a classic vanilla. But then when we take something like this and we put it right in the middle of that sundae, right in the middle of that ice cream sandwich, I did that once for an ice cream bar last year. It is so fun and delicious, and it just makes you feel so joyful in the moment to have
Right.
that treat. And it's so easy to just have these at the ready. They're in the resealable bags. There's like 8 to 10 servings per, and it's just all these great ingredients coming together to
Right.
give you such a really fantastic, affordable gourmet eating experience right in your house.
That's amazing. 8 to 10 servings per bag, and you're getting 5 bags. You're getting up to 50
Yeah.
servings for $16.98. That's pretty amazing when you think about how much per serving this would be. Now, I know if you're like me, you probably aren't going to stick to the serving size because they're so good. But if you're very good and you stick to that serving size, you absolutely can. Or if you're just placing these out, right, for your guests to come by, you have a fantastic option for them. All you have to do when you give us a call is just let us know which flavor do you want to go with. So you could go with 5 bags of the original. You could go with 5 bags of the cashew, 5 bags of that pecan, or go with the combo. That's what you're seeing right here on your screen. That brings you 3 of the original, 1 cashew and 1 pecan. We've had over 500 picked up in this show. It's
Oh, congrats.
M68828, a true tradition, your choice of flavor. And let's talk, Serena, a little bit more about those small batches and those copper kettles, because
Yeah,
what
cool.
that means is that all of these wonderful toffee, are they bakers? Are they, I don't know, toffee
Yeah, they're like
traditionalists, confectioners,
Yeah.
thank you. They are able to control exactly the temperature, exactly the process, and that's not something you get in just a regular run-of-the-mill toffee.
It's super true. So I actually always think of this one place down in Florida whenever we went, and it's this like very popular fudge place. And you can see everybody in the back, like hand stirring, making, rolling. And every time I go in there, I am immediately reminded of the Everton story, because we are doing that same thing. If we were able to transport you to the Everton kitchen, we are using these open air copper kettles. The confectioners are back there, and they're testing the temperatures, and they're pouring all the ingredients in nice and slow, and all of those aromas are coming out, and you're just seeing the quality that is ensuing behind closed doors. And it's so fun to see and be a part of that, and know that that's what the Everton brand is really all about. And that's what makes it artisan and gourmet. Like you're saying, it's not just like this conveyor belt situation. So we're hand dipping these, and then they cure for a few hours. They kind of just soak in all that flavor, and then we're able to hand roll them in all the different varietals and then pack them up and ship them to your door. So
That's
like you were saying,
amazing.
yes, we're able to control that temperature. So it's a beautiful balance and a wonderful marriage of all of these beautiful flavors. With the cashew, you're getting the creaminess. With the toasted pecan, you're getting that rich, nutty flavor. And with the original, you're just getting that classic, smooth, buttery flavor. So there's truly something for everyone here. And if you like to have fun in the kitchen, this is something to bring, if you're a grandparent, this is something to bring to your afternoon. Maybe if you're watching the kids, bring this to the kitchen and you can bake with them. If you're a
Yes.
mom, you want to pack them up for the camp, and it's a really special treat to pack for the lunches. And
Isn't
if you're
it?
just
Oh,
someone who's
yeah.
an active individual and wants something for after an afternoon snack or with tea or coffee in the afternoon, go for it. This is just a perfect treat for everyone.
Yeah, it really truly is. It gives you the satisfying crunch and snap of that salty pretzel. It gives you